Hello, 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 Leo. Thank you for being here. Sun, moon, rising, any planetary placement, cross watchers, or people alchemists who just like to see what is in the energy and what your friends are doing to combine us all as one. I'm looking forward to this read. I'll be honest with you. I've done a few reads today. My first collective read was quite a heavy one, but the other reads that I've been doing, like going into the individual signs, like is giving me really nice feeling, because it's yeah, I can see where each of the signs are doing their bits for the collective as a whole. You know, maybe people will be able to feel it, maybe they won't, but you're doing it anyway, and I appreciate you. If this happens to be the read that isn't like very nice, then unfortunately that's the way it is, and I thank you for being able to hold that space for us, and I'm sure the other signs will be able to hold that space when it's their time to do it. Now then, let's see what's occurring. I'm going to be doing, for the above, I'll be pulling a card for what's crowning us, what's crowning Leo, and also what the outcome is. And then I'll be using the shadow cards to see what you're doing in the background, right? Thank you for being here. Let's have a go. Right. Oh my goodness, what two cards come out already? So what have we got here? Right, we've got the King of Swords, and we've got the Three of Swords. Interesting. This looks like a lot of discernment, right? I'll be honest with you, having the King of Swords with the Three of Swords, to me is a positive. But yeah, and we've got the Page of Wands as an outcome. That's good. Okay, so King of Swords. It's this is like, for me, it's the application of physical discernment, like that stems from logic and reason and knowing oneself when it comes to a situation that's caused you heartbreak. It's like usually the Three of Swords can be interpreted as a third-party situation, but for me, this is this feels like your heart's being pulled apart. It's like there's a part of you, the situation that you're in, be it love or otherwise. It's like a part of you is saying, "I need to leave." A part of you is saying, "I want to stay," and then there's a part of you that's completely undecided, and you've got your King of Wands there, right, which is like physical action of looking at what's occurring. It's looking through your emotions and memories, etc., and listening to yourself and listening to your heart, but not necessarily listening to the emotion of your heart, but listening to what your heart is trying to tell you, what your soul is trying to tell you about the situation, because you've probably given so much of yourself to a situation, and there's only so much you can give when you need to walk away, right? So at the moment you're deciding whether to stay, whether to go, or whether you should even be feeling it at all, right? So bless you. Now we've got the Nine of Cups there, right? So something is near completion, something of the emotion is near completion, which is good, right? And you're being celebrated for it. Now, usually the Nine of Cups is like that that singular energy, that singular emotional energy. But here, we've got a lady here and she has red hair, which would indicate Leo to me, or Aries. But she's celebrating her birthday. And she's centre stage, which is where you, Leo, like to be, right? but she's got her friends around her. She's got spirit around her, and they're all celebrating, not necessarily celebrating her, but they're celebrating with her. She's celebrating herself, and they're celebrating too. And looks like they've got wine, and they want to share the cake too. But there's lots of candles, and it's like your friends are around you, and your spirit and their spirit is all working together too. This is nice. Now, can I get some more cards, please? I need to find out what's occurring with this, because, I mean, this feels like there's a little bit missing here, right? So, we've got the Fool. Yeah. Well, so we've got the Nine of Cups, and then we go straight to the Zero. Now, the Zero is the point of creation. It's like everything and nothing exists all at the same time. It's a part of like quantum physics, I can explain this in other ways. But one of my friends told me a really beautiful kind of prayer poem thing, and it's O's and circles, spots, everything I am is everything I'm not. And I will do a video at some point that I can explain the alchemy in mathematical terms and other terms about that. I think it's beautiful. But it's that new energy. This is new energy, and then we've got jumping out. We've got the Four of Cups coming out here. So it seems like Spirit is celebrating you for being honest with yourself in how you are feeling, or at least is celebrating you for coming to terms with how you may be feeling and how to discern that, like, honestly with yourself, right? And this is not necessarily something that you've like truly done before. This is something that you feel that you've done before, and it's something that you've tried to do before, but now you're taking an actual new step in doing this, right? And it's a whole new beginning. Now, from that, we've got this Four of Cups here, and this to me is like quite a lot of what you're feeling and what you're thinking in the day is actually turning into gold while you sleep. You may remember these dreams or these feelings. You might have these mini eureka moments, but it's happening, and it's alchemy, and it's beautiful, and it's in the right steps, because the Moon. It's in the right steps, because where you have maybe tried to do this before and it's been, it's been made of copper or pewter, and then you've gone through it again and you've gotten a bit better at it, and it's become silver and then gold, and then the combination of all four of them, right? And Spirit's helping you to do this. Now, we've got the Moon that came out afterwards, which I think is quite fitting, really, because it's about illusion. And the lady here is stepping out of the pool. She's walking towards the Moon, but she's stepping out of the water. She's only halfway covered. And being halfway covered in emotion is better than drowning in it. It's being able to... It's you know, if you jump out of the pool, are you still... if you jump to a conclusion, does that mean you're being honest with yourself? Keeping yourself half in the pool allows you to be able to observe whether you're just reacting to yourself and just making a polar opposite change just because of, or whether you're remaining in the pool and taking yourself out gently so that you can reflect on both sides of the situation, right? It's uncovering parts within yourself. Now, there is Cancer energy here. That is, there's Cancer energy here. They've got their back turned. They're looking the other way. The back is looking the other way. Now, it feels like it might be feminine. A feminine Cancer here. But the feminine side is looking in the same direction as you, towards the Moon. But the the Cancer energy here, which is Cancer for me is the sign that creates their shell from their deepest fears, right? To wear it as a way of guarding themselves so that they don't become exposed. And that's looking away from the moon. So it's like this illusion, this emotional illusion is behind you looking away. But at the same time as you speaking to the moon and asking for things to be uncovered, right? It's showing that there is still more to be uncovered. Nothing is coming out from this now, nothing more. But overall, we've got the Page of Wands. And this Page of Wands, it's like, it is a young energy, because you're going into this, whatever this outcome is going to be, whatever you decide, that's going to happen from here. It's going to allow you to start something with a new type of freedom of passion. You know, it's fire energy, which is good. So ending on a youthful fire energy is exactly what you would want as a Leo, I would have thought. Because if it's youthful, not a baby, but if it's youthful, it means that you actually you've succeeded in understanding what it is that you needed to do. That's allowed you to step into a new direction, because if it's youthful, then you're not going back into the same cycle, because that would be an older person. Because if that makes sense, if you keep doing something over and over and over again, it's like the years that we live, the older we get. But regardless of your age, this is youth. Just be mindful that this isn't naivety, okay? Because passion can override sometimes the logic and the reason and the sense and sensibility that comes from air, from the King of Swords, right? So being mindful that you're not throwing away your wand because you think everything's all happy and dandy, because you've come to some new conclusion that you're going forward with. It's maintaining that observation of yourself here. You are being celebrated for this, and you should be, because you are taking that bloody step, that leap of faith, okay? And you're working with spirit, and it seems like you are resting in a sort of way, or you need to, okay? And it seems though